Got two sharp gentlemen about to drink some tequila, about to talk some real estate.
Got the nice bottle over here. The legendary.
Legendary.
What does the J stand for?
Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus, yes, sir.
Jesus in the house.
All right, now we just got to get Facebook to be cooperative, and we're ready to rock, man.
Awesome, man. Yeah, it's always fun when you got these integrations, right?
Yep. Yep. From Zoom to Facebook.
Yeah, we play with a lot of different platforms. We play with like OneStream and StreamYard and all that stuff too. Have you heard of those?
Yeah, definitely heard of them.
Yeah, StreamYard's pretty cool. It allows you to put like a banner at the bottom, and you can go live on like 3 to 4 platforms at one time.
At one time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's legit. Okay, there it goes. Come on, baby, don't film it now. Right. I'm going to share my Facebook. Posting as myself. All right, we're preparing a live stream.
What tequila did you get tonight?
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see. Oh, Don Julio.
Yeah, I wanted you to have the better one. I didn't want to outdo you. So I took a little step down. I don't typically do that, bro, but you're my homie, so.
Yeah, it's funny because when I got the bottle, they're like, "Oh man, it must be someone's birthday today." And I was like,
nah,
"Nah."
I just feel like drinking.
I was like, "Nah, it's just Thursday, doing a tasting at the house."
You have a business page too, right, bro? So I can tag you.
No, actually, I don't, man.
Oh, okay.
It's all good, man. I just have my regular Facebook.
Well, either way, I'll get you the. We're gonna get you the record. I'll send you the recording and all that good stuff. So.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
So then. All right, my brother, you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go live. Let's click this little go live button. I think that we should be good to go. It's responding pretty well.
All right.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We are back. This is now episode 6 of Raw and Uncut Real Estate. Man, it's been a journey. Definitely appreciate you guys being great listeners, tuning in, hearing about tequila, hearing about real estate, hearing about, just kind of the ins and outs of the market. And so today we have a very special guest for November. Pretty much I'm hosting this as always, but I always like to bring some just amazing individuals on here. They got some great stories, not just in real estate, but that surround the industry. So today we have the Michael Bardales. How are you, sir? I think I got you. We got you on mute. Sorry about that.
No worries. Hey, Ricky, man. Thank you so much for having me here, dude. I love watching what you do on social media. I love this show. I watch it too. So thank you for having me on, brother.
No, man, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. I'm going to be monitoring the Facebook as well, guys. So if you have any comments, questions, etc., go ahead and drop them in there. I'm going to be taking a peek while I'm going to have Michael do a majority of the talking, but I'm going to be pretty much looking over to see between, this whole, we're going to be here for about an hour. So I'm going to be looking back and forth just to make sure we don't miss any of your comments or your questions, either tequila, real estate, or anything related that you guys want to ask. We're going to be answering some questions as well. But more than anything, bro, let me kick off the promo video, and then we will jump right into it.
All right. Check it out, guys.
All right, just kind of get the mood going, man.
That was like some neo soul right there, bro. That was just...
yeah, get the mood going, just get the groove going. And yes, all that footage is from one of my recent transactions. And also, as you guys can see, that bar is not fake. It's real. It's right behind me. So we're here chilling. So more than anything, thank you again, bro. I definitely appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to meet with us today. And, just kind of wanted to give you a proper introduction and, have you just kick it off, bro. Let us know who you are, what you do. The way we're connected, obviously, is through NAHREP. We're part of the same, the same organization. Definitely fellow realtors, bro. But let the people know who you are, what you're up to, and kind of maybe if you want to drop a little sneak peek of your new role, and then we could definitely plug the people later about what you're doing as well in the industry.
Yeah, thank you again, Ricky, man. Salute to you, brother. Do we do a drink now, man?
I'll be pouring up mine while you're talking.
Okay, man. Well, salute everyone who joined us today to Transactions Tequila. My name is Michael Bardales, Latinx exec on IG. Also, I have a podcast called What's Up Real Estate, where I co-host with my friend Angelica as well. We talk a lot about stuff about real estate topics that have to do with the BIPOC community or whatnot. Also, with Ricky, I am the president of the NAHREP San Ramon Valley chapter. That's a Hispanic organization for real estate professionals, just to stay on game, just to make sure we're being advocates for them as well. I'm board director for the Chamber of Commerce here in Pittsburgh. We do a lot with small businesses and all that fun stuff. And then, yeah, I'm the director of broker expansion for Radius Agent Realty. It's a new virtual brokerage, flat fee or whatnot. And they picked me to be one of their directors for the company. So I love doing that as well. But yeah, man, I love talking real estate. Been doing it for, 17 years, bro, this February, man. 17 years in real estate. I know it's crazy, man. I started when I was 25 years old and I'll be 42. So, but a lot of journey, man, that got me here, a lot of great stuff. So I got war stories. If you want to hear some war stories, some current stories as well. But thanks again, man. And salud, bro. I'm gonna have some of this now.
Salud, me too.
So tell people what I'm having here, man. Oh, wow. This is really good.
Yeah.
Gosh, damn.
All right.
Golly,
well,
bro.
good,
So tell them, man.
Good thing that I gave you the right recommendation. So everybody, Michael reached out to me. He's like, hey man, I want something that's legit. And I was like, well, there's a great new bottle that just kind of hit the shelves. Herradura is pretty much a very well-known tequila brand. Herradura, Don Julio, Centenario. There's so many classic names that just kind of been sticking around for a while. And those who don't know, the Jose Cuervo family is kind of the one that's in charge of everything. Oh, wow. They're kind of the conglomerate, kind of like Anheuser-Busch is for beer. The actual Jose Cuervo family is the kind of the parent company. So all those tequila makers are right under Jose Cuervo. Jose Cuervo's like the master tequila maker, but Herradura is one of my favorites. Always been a huge fan. They're always just very consistent. And this is a very special barrel aged tequila that they came out with, and they're calling it the Legend. Yeah, I got mine right here too, bro. So you know I'm not lying to you. I'll pull it out.
He's like, I'm legit too, yo. Yeah, this bottle, when I got it at Bevmo today, they asked me if it was someone's birthday. Oh, nice, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's a beauty, man. It's a beautiful bottle, great
Yeah.
presentation. And, you know, there's a few others out there that I'm a really big fan of. Clase Azul, Don Julio, of course. But I think this one is a very rare kind of barrel. I think what they've done is kind of did a unique spin on this one. They're calling it the Legend. They're calling it Barril Aclandado, which means it's a rare barrel. It's aged a little bit more in a specific barrel. I think they're using a different kind of oak that they don't usually use. But it definitely has that really robust flavor. It's extremely smooth on the back end. Has a little bit of an oakiness to it. But yeah, I mean, beautiful bottle, great presentation, and layers of toasted oak is what they're saying. So.
Yeah, man, this is a really good. Well, I don't shoot anymore, you know. I just I sip now. It's a good sipping tequila right here, man. Yep. So, and I was kind of cautious, like, man, do I freeze the bottle? Do I get ice? Do I put it in a margarita? You know, I didn't want to disrespect the tequila, man. So I just kept it room temperature with a nice glass, you know.
Oh yeah, I think that's the best way to drink it. I don't dilute my tequila anymore. Like you're saying, as you get older, you kind of develop that taste, kind of the you know, a little bit more classy, and you're not shooting it, you're sipping it.
Right.
You're still getting drunk, still getting faded, but you know, we're prolonging the process instead of getting extremely, you know, getting drunk quick, and you're not really able to enjoy the tequila and the flavor and all that stuff. So what they're saying is they've aged it for 14 months in heavily charred new American white oak barrels. So that's what they're using. Special barrels that have been deeply grooved, exposing the tequila to more layers of toasted oak. So
nice, man.
They're essentially just giving it more flavor of the barrel that it's in, and that's kind of where that fermentation process happens. Like, you know, tequila comes out crystal clear. You know what I mean? Same kind of thing with it comes from the same plant. It's oh man, I just lost my train of thought. The smokiness, what's it called? And that's the original drink is. Man, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not.
I know, man. We could talk real estate, but sometimes you get a little lost with the alcohol, right?
No, I got excited because we're talking about tequila. No, what's the drink that people drink that's not tequila? It's something else. It's
man, you know, I'm a beer guy, dude. So hard liquor is so hard for me. Is it mezcal? No, is that what?
So
mezcal.
Yeah, mezcal is the original. That's kind of where, you know, the indigenous people drink it, and then tequila was pretty much used. It's distilled from the same plant and then aged in oak barrels and fermented, you know, to create that fermentation process and the aging process and all that stuff. But it comes out crystal clear. What gives it that color is that oak that, you know, that it's aged in for, you know, anywhere between 1 to 2 years. The longer you age it, the more deep that color is, the more smoother it is. And then also out there on the market, you guys will also see that there actually is clear cristalino tequila. So it's essentially they were removing the color, but that flavor and that, you know, that smooth finish is still there. So tequila has gone, you know, come far. I mean, back in the day, there's only a few to choose from. Now you walk down the aisle, there's multiple to choose from. You got celebrities like Michael Jordan, The Rock, George Clooney making their own. Even E40 has his own E40.
Yeah. Wow,
so I mean, it's extremely popular. You know, it's beautiful to see because I'm from Jalisco. I'm from the plains of Jalisco, the Los Altos, where tequila's made. It has to be the plant. It has to be pretty much taken from a plant in Jalisco to be called tequila. So you cannot call it tequila if it hasn't been grown, and pretty much the distilling process has not happened in Jalisco. So very interesting that man, come this far, man. You got a lot of young people that got their land and they're growing agave. So it's very, very interesting, man. But so you're a beer guy, so you're not usually sipping tequila. But when you do sip tequila, what do you technically go to? And I know you're probably going to say something I'm not going to like. So
I got my cousin on here, Jose. He just put he's drinking on some Don Julio. So shout out to you, Jose, for being here. And Mr.
Cheers, brother.
Kenny's here. Mr. Fast actually told us it's mezcal as well. So thank you for
Oh
helping
yeah,
us with that answer.
yeah. I was excited about the tequila, and I started drinking, and I forgot about mezcal. But
Like I think right now, just knowing that I've been drinking only since I was 21, right? So I kind of know that bottles over $60 are going to be good. So I kind of just stick with a price range than a brand, right? And just go with suggestions, man. I have a good network. So if I was going to have tequila, yeah, I'm going to call you. If I was going to have whiskey, I would call another friend of mine. So everyone has their own department here, but yeah, my department is definitely the beer connoisseur, man. I was fortunate. I mean, we live in Oakland, California, so Oakland's super mecca beer, and I was being around with a lot of these breweries when they were just growing in Oakland or whatnot. So, and then in Pittsburgh, we have an office, and we had a brewery next door. So I was just surrounded by beer, and it was just think of beer like you drink six of them, you get full, and you're done. Sometimes with tequila, you can keep it going, man. You're like, oh, that's it, another bottle.
yeah,
But no, I think Centenario, is that am I saying that correctly? Yeah, that was
sure.
a one that I like. I know there's like three different
Yes,
versions of that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I try to stay with that realm. Don Julio, 1942. I like Don Julio, period. But 1942 is a really, really good one. But this one here, man, this one's taking the cake right now, bro.
Yeah,
This right here
yeah,
is like,
yeah, and
yeah,
it's
man.
actually, brother, it's not too much more than 1942. I think 1942 just already kind of 1942 and Clase Azul already kind of have
Clase
take the
Azul.
cake as far as being a higher end, more smooth, kind of well known tequila. Like if you're going Clase Azul or you're going Don Julio, you're gonna be fine. It's just that one with the P that I'm not a fan of. I was hoping you weren't gonna be like, oh,
Oh no, man.
I drink Patron. I was
No.
like, oh no, not that
Like,
stuff.
see what I was see I we was when I was in the military in San Diego, right? So we used to go to Tijuana like on a Tuesday. Like Taco Tuesday then was Tijuana, right? And we take the bus there, but man, they had was Jose Cuervo, bro. I can't even smell that without like getting,
Dude,
oh man.
dude. There's some people that drink it religiously. Like,
Oh no.
like if you're gonna put in a margarita, you make sure it's something decent. Like I say, go Don Julio Blanco, the white tequila all day. Like Don Julio
Right.
Blanco is legit. If you're gonna put in margaritas, that's probably the best thing to use. Don't go Patron. Spend a little bit more. Get the Don Julio. Yeah, Cazadores, dude, it's just not good stuff, man.
Oh no.
It's funny. Growing up, my dad used to make fun of my friends because they're like, "Oh, you guys drink tequila?" And they'd bring over a bottle of Cazadores, right? My dad like, "Oh, perfect. I'm gonna use this to rub on my feet." And I was like, "What?"
There you go, man.
And
And
my dad
I
would
mean, that's how
literally,
we feel about, like right now. That's how I feel kind of about just some of the breweries, right? Like I'm not gonna drink Budweiser. I'm
oh
not gonna
no,
do MGD. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
don't get, cans are really in right now. Like all the different designs on cans right now are really cool. But for me, I'm a hazy IPA kind of guy. Like I love IPAs. But the hazy ones are kind of like a little bit more, as you see here. I got one I thought I was gonna need this to kind of chase that down. And
I saw
so
that. I was like, "What does he need
yeah,
beer
I was
for?"
like, man, I might be the first beer guy to bring a beer on Tequila Show, but I thought, harshness or whatnot. I didn't want to bring a lemon and salt, bro.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel
So,
you. Yeah, I mean, that's when you're shooting. That's when you're probably shooting the Patron or whatever, and that's what your friends are drinking. You're like, might as well join you guys. But yeah, man, it's funny because like there's people that are connoisseurs. Like they're very, I would say picky on what they drink, and it's like you don't talk about cazadores around them. They're like, nah, this guy doesn't know anything. What is he
right.
drinking that stuff for? And kind of like I mentioned, like my dad literally would mix that stuff up with herbs and use it to like rub on his feet, get
Oh
kind of,
wow.
just so, when you're tired, you kind of like, if you put on Bengay or like that pain stuff, like whatever it is, like my dad would use that tequila for that because he used to get it as gifts all the time. He's not going to drink it, but he would use it as kind of like a remedy for his sores and aches.
Yeah, I have like three Bud Lights in my fridge that I use for like beer chicken or marinade. Right? Like definitely not
Same
gonna,
thing. Yeah,
yeah.
same exact thing. But yeah, man, it's definitely gotten a lot. I would say it's just gotten a lot more popular. You've seen a lot more different tequilas. There's so much out there. Centenario for sure is my go-to. Like that's like
Nice.
no matter what, you're not gonna. Even the Blanco is really really good and it has a little bit of color to it. So I mean, they kind of take their Blanco a little step further. But reposado añejo, like just spend the 35, 40 bucks, get a bottle of Centenario añejo. That stuff is amazing, man. It's really, really good stuff. It stays consistent. It's a lot better in Mexico. Everything's a lot better in Mexico because that's where the Mecca is. It's where, it's made. And it's, when they bring it to the States, they add a little bit of alcohol. It goes from 38 to 40%. So they're just adding that little extra oomph to kind of ship it out here, but because in US, I think it has to be 40% or something like that for it to be imported here. So they add a little extra alcohol, kind of ruins the flavor in my opinion. But you can't go wrong with Centenario, man. That stuff is good any day of the week. And it's not too expensive. But yeah, I mean, if you're feeling like a baller, you want to celebrate, 42 Clase Azul is like the top. And then, Michael Jordan just came out with his Cincoro. I just bought a bottle. I haven't tried it yet.
Damn, dude. How much does that bottle cost?
Their reposado is like $80, and then the añejo is like 130. So around the same price as the Herradura Legend.
Got it.
But if I'm gonna pay $130 for some tequila, it's gonna be Herradura, not Michael Jordan. I mean, I love Michael Jordan, great basketball player. The dude can play, but I'm not going to spend that much money on his tequila just yet. So I did buy the bottle for a gift, and that gift went to my brother. So I'm waiting for him to pop it on a special occasion. So I'll let you know how it goes. I might even do a little review on it.
Yeah, man.
Just to kind of see where it stands. But the Rocks tequila is not that bad. It's actually pretty good. I'm actually a big fan of George Clooney's. Before he sold it, it actually kind of stayed consistent. But George Clooney had his añejo, Casa Amigos añejo, and that stuff is awesome, man. For $60, it's a great bottle too, man. I stand by it. I definitely love it, and I'm a big fan of Casa Amigos too. So that's just another one out there too, just to plug everybody. If you're looking for something that's not too expensive and you want that añejo, it's either Centenario for about 40 or about $60. You're gonna go out and get a nice bottle of Casa Amigos. Have you tried that one before, bro?
No, man, I actually haven't. Like I said, I'm very limited when it comes to the tequila game. Like I was big on whiskey at one time, big on bourbon at one time. Tequila always was kind of like, oh, that's gonna throw a party, man. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, Don Julio was always just the go-to for me and stuff. But I always like, anyone brought something out. That's the one thing about tequila bottles, dude. They get pretty, inventive, man, when it comes to those bottles, bro. Like it's not just your regular like Bacardi bottle. I've seen them in skulls, I've seen them in all different shapes and forms. So it's definitely a fun decor. I mean, look at you behind there, man. It looks like a party's happening behind here.
Usually every weekend.
Nice, man. I gotta come.
It's definitely come in handy for COVID-19. Definitely it's kind of been the hangout place. So this is where kind of I can escape without being surrounded by noise and stuff like that. Just come out to the bar and just do webinars here, get some work done. But definitely it's a little bit of a distraction once 4 o'clock rolls around and there's all kinds of tequila on the wall. Just gotta pick one that's open and try it out. But yeah, it looks like Jose is also a fan of Casa Amigos too, man. It's one of those underrated bottles. I think people really don't go for it. People are just like, I'm gonna spend $120 for Clase Azul. And Clase Azul, the bottle you see, the white and the blue and white one, that one's a reposado, but it actually is aged a little bit longer, almost as long as an añejo is. So it's actually a really good buy. And if you're willing to spend the $300 for their añejo, I say go for it. I haven't tried it yet. I literally got the bottle right behind me. I'm going to pull it out so you guys can see it. I have not tried it. It was a gift from a client who actually works for Clase Azul. So shout out to you, Tony. I appreciate you, brother. And I mean, it's just beautiful presentation. 1942 has a great presentation as well. So, I mean, it just depends if you're giving out something for a gift or not. But I'm going to show you guys that bottle too, because it's gorgeous, because those are all hand painted by women in Mexico. So
that one's $300 a bottle, man. Come on, let's see it. We got to see that one, man. You're like showing off like Jordans here.
I know, right? So this thing is gorgeous, man. Keep this out.
Wow, look at that.
So it's all hand painted. Yeah, this thing is gorgeous, man. It's like a beautiful, even like just a display piece. But yeah, this is their añejo. The blue and white one is their reposado. Just a beautiful bottle, man. Great presentation. A lot of thought has gone into their products. they're all about quality, not quantity. So that's why every so often, like you'll see them release a special bottle, and they're collector's item, man. People go crazy for them. So,
Nice.
but yeah, I mean, beautiful story. You know, started out as a really small tequila company, and it's growing crazy. And the cool thing is that they're actually going to be doing a sort of like an hacienda kind of thing where they, similar to Napa, they're going to have like an area where you can actually go up and go to their tasting room and all that. They're going to do that near my hometown in Mexico called Tepatitlan, Jalisco. And they're actually going to be setting up an hacienda, hotel, tasting rooms, all kinds of stuff. So if you guys love tequila, that's going to be the destination to be at in a couple of years. When they have it all done, you go and you know, kind of like you do in tequila. I don't know if you've seen those like barrel hotels that they got in the fields and all that.
Yep.
As
Yeah.
you go out there, you're just like in the culture, man. You're staying there. You're learning from the distillers. You're checking out the process. You're actually tasting it. So beautiful experience. You know, for me, it's like, you know, I grew up out here, and I, you know, going to Napa Valley and Sonoma Valley and all that. You just see all these hills of you know, grapes and grapevines and all that stuff. And then it's beautiful. Like you go out to Mexico where I'm at, and it's like it's a total switch. You're not seeing grapevines. You're seeing agave plants like planted on
Wow.
hills and all over the place. So it's a beautiful thing to see, man. It's definitely, like I said, it's in the last 10 years that the business has grown immensely out there. So it's crazy. Cheers, Roger.
Oh, Mr. Lopez, ¿qué pasó, man? Salud.
Kenny says we need more escrows to get that to get that collection.
Yeah.
Let me know, Kenny. I'll shoot you a list, man, so you guys can start knocking them out. And then I'm gonna be in Mexico next month, so if you need me to pick anything up, let me know. That's always my thing, man. I always bring back something different, you know, something that
Yeah.
I like, something that, you know, to add to the collection. Just keep building it, and, you know, hopefully one day when God blesses me with the son, maybe he can continue to kind of help us build it out and add some more stuff to it. So son or a daughter, anybody, as long as they like tequila, you know, they're gonna win over their dad.
You'll take a drinking partner, male
Yeah,
or female, man. It's all good.
yeah. As long as he or she likes tequila and likes the Niners, we're gonna be all right, man. It's gonna be
There
a
you
good.
go.
It's gonna be a cool household. So, but no, brother. I mean, you know, one thing I was gonna ask you, you know, it's been crazy. Like these last couple months, we went from not knowing if we were gonna, you know, be able to sell real estate to this market going like bananas. So just kind of want to, you know, just pick your brain a little bit, man. I know, you know, you're kind of shifting out of the being an agent as far as like showing property and all that stuff. You're going to kind of take a more executive role, and hence, you know, you were the Latinx realtor. Now you're a Latinx executive. So kind of take us through, you know, what you've been seeing, and now in your current position, kind of like, you know, what you're doing and stuff like that. Just if you know, be so kind to share that with us.
Yeah, you know, real estate's a trip, man. You know, like it's so different in so many different markets. I think sometimes just being in the Bay Area, we're kind of just like focused on just Bay real estate. You know, it's been a good time. I think a lot of people have done really well during COVID. And it's been strange, you know, because the last time we went through a depressed market was, you know, '07, and that's when I was in. And it took a while for us to kind of get back to doing really well. But I think it was like 2 months in COVID, and boom, people are showing houses. People made a switch fast, so on and so forth, which kind of reminded me of like when REOs came out, where a lot of agents didn't really have to put much real estate skill. They just had to be available, right? So like as long as you're available to go show a house, chances are they'll work with you. Chances are they'll walk you through. A lot of clients now are a lot savvier than they were before. A lot of information is on the internet now in regards to how to buy a house, how to sell a house, so on and so forth. Um, so what that's making me think is that, you know, this next market that's coming, we got to get back to the basic of real estate knowledge. You know, I can't stress that to be important. You know, get back to understand how to do a listing presentation properly, how to talk to people properly, so on and so forth. When people are so distracted with lower rates, 60 offers, so on and so forth, they tend to take real estate a little bit slower during the process. So they're going to ask a lot more questions. And if we're just kind of the people that just open a door but don't know how to do price per square foot on the spot, no real estate math, no equations, loan to value, where rates are, have an opinion on the market, you know, that's what's going to be needed for what's about to happen here in the next 6 months. You know, rates are still well, but we have to realize that, you know, we're good realtors, but also houses have been on sale too. So let's kind of like maybe sharpen up our skills a little bit. Even myself, you know, it's a new market. I think this market, no matter if you're 1 year in the business or 20 years in the business, it made it an equal playing field. Like it's COVID, we're virtually doing all this now. Like all of us had a shift. So it made a lot of people who were like new in the business to do just as well as those 10 years in the business. I think it's great. But again, experience always and hard work kind of like will push those talents away. So that's what I would say. Like with this market that's happening here, I think coming up, just get back to understanding real estate because it's pretty simple, man. I mean, if you think about it, it's adding, subtraction, dividing, multiplying, decimals, percentages. Once you learn the arithmetic of real estate, I think you can be a real good realtor.
Yeah, I completely agree, brother. I completely agree. And I think the realtors who have been definitely kind of doing exactly what you've been talking about, sharpening their tools, is getting more information, how to be better in certain aspects of their business, have definitely taken advantage and are very busy right now. If you're very busy right now in this market, you've obviously been doing something right. You've been marketing yourself. You've been calling your contacts. You've been visible. So I can't stress that enough. The realtors who are not busy right now are those ones that took a sabbatical and just kind of took a back seat to this entire COVID-19 situation. But yeah, I mean,
It's been tough, to talk a little bit about that,
yeah,
like
yeah,
yeah, it's been sort of like hot or cold, right? Either you're doing super well or you're kind of just, just a head above water.
sure.
But what I would say to those individuals is that, like COVID was a personal thing, it wasn't just a real estate market thing, right? Like it
Yeah,
affected lives and it affected a lot of people. And some people had to take a step back, because of health reasons, because of possibly death or so on and so forth.
yeah.
But what I would say with those individuals, like it's never, I don't think there's ever a time in real estate where you can't get back in the game no
Oh
matter
yeah,
where the market's at. You know what I mean? Like you
yeah,
can't just get back, to the top where you want to be. It's
yeah,
a people business. It's definitely a people business. So once you understand people, get a little bit of real estate experience under you, get with a good company or a good team, I mean, you're going to do well. I mean, definitely. There's a lot of teams are the things to be right now. There's tons of teams out there. So, I mean, like, shout out to all those team leaders that are doing well right now. And shout out to those that are joining teams to get better as people. But I would say, yeah, like there's I've always shoot for the underdog, man. So shout out to those that are killing it. But hey, shout out to those that are struggling. You need some, a conversation or whatnot, give me a shout.
yeah, man. That's awesome. I appreciate that, and that's same goes with me as well. Like I'm never shy about answering questions. I'm not going to charge you anything. I'm happy to give you my advice. I'm happy to give you my expertise. Like I usually have a few agents ever so often just reach out to me on social media and just ask me questions. And I'm like, dude, I'm happy to, because I care about the industry that I'm in, and I definitely want people to do well, and I also want people to, be good, examples of realtors, and just be a more than anything, just uphold the integrity of the business. So, I mean, anything that we can do to help you guys. I mean, if you're watching and you need help, or if you're rewatching this and you need help, holler at us. I mean, we're happy to. I mean, Michael has an amazing team. Shout out to you guys. I mean, there's a lot of people that we know that we can put you in touch with that's going to give you that structure and that support that you need. And yeah, man, people did have to take a step back for health and personal reasons, and that's okay. And you have to think about you and your family first. And it was a very, and still is a very kind of nervous and anxious kind of time to be in, because we always have to be looking out for ourselves and our clients, and making sure that we're going in with the proper attire, proper PPE, wiping things down. And you never know. I mean, you can get this sickness any which way, and you just have to kind of look out for yourself and look out for others. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely still a great time to get in. I mean, for those people who maybe took a step back, there's always things to learn, always things to do to get better, and you just gotta kind of find where you fit in and where you feel comfortable and supported. So, but yeah, man, real estate's an amazing business. Wouldn't trade it for the world, man. I mean, this is my 6th year in the game, and it's been a journey. I got some war stories and horror stories myself, and I've only been in it for 6 years. But yeah, man, it's been a lot of fun. A very people-oriented business. I mean, man, the friendships and the connections you make is crazy. From other real estate agents to clients and stuff like that, and others that are in the industry as well. So, man, I shout out to all those amazing realtors out there that are doing, amazing work for their clients, and just kind of helping families right now, because it is a really tough time, and market's crazy, as multiple offers on pretty much everything that comes on the market. And just got to be very savvy and rely on your realtor to help you guys. that realtor should be a little bit more than just, opening the door for you. Like you said, they should have an opinion and be able to kind of point you in the right direction and give you advice and when you need it. So, but yeah, I mean, definitely a really interesting time, man. I think, this is going to be something we definitely talk about for years to come.
And what I would say too, Ricky, like the mistakes at the time and maybe like not doing as well at the time is so magnified when you're in the present. You know what I mean? You're like, oh shit, like, man, like, why am I not doing this? And why am I not doing that? But then 5 years later, you take those things as like sort of gems of like how you got better actually.
Yep.
So it's all magnified in the beginning when that deal gets canceled or whatever the case may be. And I've heard the saying go like, don't judge your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 10, like focus on
Exactly.
your game,
Yeah.
especially a lot of young realtors like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I'm like, but you're year 2, I'm year 16, like it's like at year 2 you're actually probably better off than I was at my year 2. You know what I mean? So like compare that sort of thing, because like I said, yeah, I mean, it's they said it's a marathon, a sprint. You hear that, right? I kind of feel like in my case too, like real estate's more like a relay. Like you're gonna take a different baton and it's gonna change your life to somewhere else. Like I came into this game as a loan officer. Then I became a realtor. Then I became a team leader. Then I became a manager. Then I became a franchise owner, and then so on and so forth. And those are all just relays to just the next chapter of my life.
Right.
And I think, and I shout out to those who've been doing real estate for 20 years and all that. But like for me, I want that next level. That's always what I'm thinking. What's cool
Exactly.
about real estate is that you can level up, not just by
Mhm.
being a realtor. You could be a team leader, you can own a franchise, you can be an executive with a company. You can do so much in real estate. You take Gary Acosta, for example, with NAHREP. I was listening to his story at the leadership conference. He literally was a loan officer, and the gentleman who co-founded with him, Ernie Reyes, was a realtor. And they got together, drinking coffee, talk about Latino issues in real estate. And now he's the top CEO of NAHREP. That's probably one of the most influential minority organizations in the nation.
Yep.
They're getting like people from like Pitbull to Gloria Stefan, Joe Biden, and so on and so forth. And he started off as a loan officer. So that's what's crazy, man. Like, dude, like coffee
Yeah.
shop talk, loan officer,
Yeah.
now CEO of NAHREP in the realm of all these different people. So that's why I mean, like, you can cut up real estate so many ways. Be an investor, right? Be a
Yep.
developer, own buildings, do all real estate's fun, man. So many ways to make money here,
Yeah.
guys. So
Yeah.
many ways.
And yeah, like you're saying, it's not just, it's not super cookie cutter. It's not, it's extremely broad. Extremely. You can focus on leasing, you can focus on investing, you can focus on, first time home buyers, you can focus on sellers, you could, I mean, you could be the one that's out there actually flipping property if you have the right, clientele and right, sources to funds. I mean, if you be able to bring some investors together, you guys go out and start flipping property. So I know there's so much different ways that you, like you said, you can make money in real estate, and so many different avenues you can take. And not only that, but like in Eric Costa's, situation, he went from, like you said, loan officer to now CEO of NAHREP. So it's like you could take different, paths to kind of get to where, where you want to be or where you kind of see yourself. So, for me, I mean, I've always loved property management and stuff like that. So I think definitely that's the end game for me, and just be able to kind of have my own portfolio and manage others' portfolios and all that kind of stuff. Cause I like numbers, bro. I've always been really into math. I've been into all that stuff. And since I was a kid, and when I was on your podcast, I, dropped that, when I was a young kid, like I was told to go sweep stairs and carports. And
Mm-hmm.
I always thought my parents were the people that were, paid to do that stuff, but yet they were actually the ones that owned the buildings, and I was sweeping stairs and carports in. So they made me extremely humble, and more than anything, I was able to kind of be in the trenches from like, as a young kid, from starting off doing those maintenance jobs, and then getting more responsibilities, and then talk to those lenders and city officials and whatnot. So I definitely different paths you can take, but at the end of the day, it's kind of what you want to do with it, and definitely it's doable, and there's definitely multiple examples of that. And in your case too, brother, you went from in mortgage lending to being a realtor, now to actually being that executive, and being the one that actually goes and does the traveling and talking with other agents and doing stuff like that. So definitely, even in your case, I mean, now I applaud you, bro. It's an amazing thing to see where you're at now, and kudos to you, bro, that you've taken on an amazing position now where you're able to do a little something different that kind of empowers you to work with other people to kind of get them, ready for their I would say more so just kind of get them ready to get out there and hit the field and be a little bit more empowered under you,
Yeah, and
leading them,
yeah,
in the direction. So
and it's been fun, Ricky, man, because like you're meeting so many different people, man. Like, prior to the COVID, obviously a lot of us were traveling a lot, and I did a lot of traveling because I was a part of YPN at one time. I was also
mhm,
been a part of NAHREP, so I've been fortunate to travel the nation on behalf of those organizations and meet tons of different people. And real estate, obviously the market's different, price points are different or whatever, but the mindset of a realtor is the same, especially good realtors. All good realtors really want to do well for their clients, right?
yep,
And the
yep,
good thing about real estate is the better you do, the more you get paid, right? So that's the good thing about us. Sometimes where you go to the 9 to 5, like you can do a great job on a project and you're still going to get that hourly wage. The good thing about what we do here, we're able to kind of get paid more, but it's just different perspective too to bring back to the Bay. Sometimes we're so caught up with, oh, Oakland's hot, San Francisco's hot, but then we don't know anything.
I think we may have lost Michael. Michael, you still there? Froze up on us, brother. See if we can get Michael to get back on here. Technical difficulties, guys. Give us a few moments. Michael will be right back on. Zoom just kicked him off. As soon as he gets on here, we'll add him back in. I hope everyone's doing well. Happy Thursday. Michael Bardales, our guest, was just kicked off by Zoom. So bear with us, guys. In the meantime, cheers. Hope you guys are doing well. Cheers to you, Ernesto. What's up, brother? Hope everything is well with you guys. Shout out to everybody that's on here with us right now live. I'm monitoring all the questions right now, guys. So drop anything in here. We're going to hang out for a little bit longer. Hopefully we can get Michael right back on here. See, I see him. He's joining right now. As soon as he gets back on here, we'll add him in. But yeah, we were talking about some awesome things, talking about Michael's story, Eric Acosta, bunch of people who took real estate and just ran with it and made just some amazing transitions into their own success, into their own endeavors, and kind of took real estate as an avenue to get where they want to be. So here Michael's right back. Let's add him back in here.
Did you miss me, man?
We did, yeah.
I promise it wasn't the tequila, bro. I don't know what happened, dude. Like everything just powered off. I thought my computer went dead and it actually had like 50%. So my bad, you guys.
All good. No, you're fine, man. Go ahead.
I think I was just talking about just understanding people in different markets, and understanding like Fresno, for example, and understand the perspective out there, and just meeting people nationwide too, and just getting motivated sometimes, because sometimes we can be so inundated here and we don't realize how good our market is in the Bay Area. And then you go to like a Fresno or Stockton or LA or whatever the case may be. But real estate, definitely, like I said before, it's a passion of mine. And the people itself, your clients to the people you meet. I mean, look at us, dude. We got connected with NAHREP and we're doing some great things with NAHREP, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
yeah.
And that's what I would tell people, like, get some leadership in real estate with you guys. Just don't sit around and be a real estate agent, loan officer, or title person. Not saying that that's wrong to do that, but if there's something inside you that want to give back, it could really, really help your career. So I would definitely look into some sort of leadership. It's a little sacrifice, but so as you know, that's gonna help you catapult your business to the next level.
Exactly.
Why not? Don't treat it as something like, oh, I'm volunteering. If you have that mindset of like, oh, I'm volunteering, I'm doing this, then yeah, it's probably going to be something you don't want to do. if you take the mindset of like, I'm adding this to my persona so it can grow my career, then it's going to take off flat out. So I encourage you guys, join the trade organization, NAHREP. We're looking for people, right, Ricky?
Always.
Always
Yep.
looking for people, looking to do some great things here in 2021. But shout out to NAHREP, and reach out to us if NAHREP's not the one for you. We know plenty of different organizations you can join as well.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. That was a perfect plug. I was just going to do that myself, but yeah, we're always looking for amazing people. We'd love to have you guys. You don't have to be Hispanic to join.
Right.
Anybody can join. It is a Hispanic organization, but don't have to be Hispanic to join. And we always would love the help and support. So, but yeah, brother. I mean, just to kind of end it off, congratulations again to you. Appreciate you coming on here with us. And if anybody's looking for a new brokerage, Radius is hitting the United States by storm. And also, if you guys want to join another amazing brokerage, Boulevard Real Estate also is looking for amazing people as well. So you have some great leaders on here, some amazing support systems. You don't know where you've been until you know where you're going. So it's just like you just get that leadership, get that structure. If you guys are looking to get into real estate, give us a call. If you guys are looking to buy or sell, give us a call. And we'd love to help you guys in any real estate transactions you guys have. And if you guys just want to shoot the shit, talk about tequila, give us a call too. Beer, more for Michael, more tequila for me. So if you're talking beer, hit up Michael. If you're talking tequila, you already know who all are at. So any last words, bro? Anything you want to end it on? And, anything you want to talk about last before we wrap this up?
Well, I would say like we're facing 2021 here in a few months,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
I'm going to be 42 January 1st. So shout out to me for getting old. But what I would say is take these months here and realize this right now. Like, it's probably next week that if you probably don't get into contract, you're not going to close a deal this year, which is totally fine, right? Lenders are a little backed up, 30 days, 20-day escrows, kind of like the norm now, which is totally fine. But
right.
This is time to kind of hibernate and figure yourself out. You know what I mean? Even I'm doing the same thing. I'm reading more books. I'm trying to like not only listen to more books, but read more books. Health is on my mind. Mind, body, soul. That's what I would say. Take these next 2 months to focus on that and just do yourself. The market's going to be the market, and whatever happens, it's going to happen. It's kind of like a river. It has its own current. You got to jump in when you see an opportunity, and that's just what it's going to be. But in the meantime, right now, just take the time to read, take the time to put some mind thoughts into yourself or whatnot. If you want to listen to a good podcast, What's Up Real Estate's on Spotify, co-hosted that as well. So if you guys want to listen to a good podcast, we have that. Health, I think, is super important. Mindset of how we go about, taking care of our bodies, self-care is super important. And soul, whatever that may be to you, like just take care of those three things. You take care of those three things. When January comes, 2021 comes, you're going to be ready. So get ready for it because it's about to happen.
100%. Yeah, we're getting into another year. COVID-19 is not going anywhere until it wants to, and until we've, developed that vaccine and done things, but we got to just take care of ourselves. Like you said, be ready for 2021, start game planning now, start getting your mind ready, your health, your everything in order, your soul, just like you said, bro, get ready. Because blink of an eye, it's going to be here. So just make sure you have that game plan ready to go. Really take these holidays to kind of, just reflect, be grateful for what you've been through this past year, man. And we've definitely been through a lot of ups and downs. So gratitude is 100%, should be on your mind right now. Be grateful for what you have, grateful for where you're at. If you didn't do so well this year, look at what you've done. See how you can get better. And like you said, don't compare yourself to other people. Don't look at another realtor who's doing $100 million a year in sales, because you're not there yet. You don't have that team yet. You're going to get there eventually, but you got to essentially go through the growing pains and learning experiences and stuff like that to continue to grow and propel yourself to that next level. So, game plan, get yourself a mentor, get involved, get that structure, that support system in there, and then you should be fine. And then, 2021 is going to be a great year. It's going to be even better than 2020. Every year it gets better and better. So, as we get better with age as well. So we're aging like a fine tequila, brother.
There you go. The better we get. But man, thank you for having me on today, Ricky, man. Really appreciate just conversating with you or whatnot and sipping on this great tequila that I'll probably finish here in a little bit. So not the whole bottle. not the whole bottle, but at least
Yeah.
another.
Savor that thing, man. It's a beautiful bottle, and definitely, hopefully, soon as we'll get together and hopefully talk a little bit more and share some more tequila stories. But yeah, once again, bro, thank you. Appreciate everybody for joining us. This is episode 6 of Tequila and Transactions. Want to thank you guys again, and just gonna end it there, man. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I don't think we have anything on the chat. Let me just double check. Nope, it looks like we answered pretty much all the questions on here. Just a bunch of cheers. People helping me out with my questions on what the hell was mezcal, but we got that. We got that. And yeah, man, it was a great time. Appreciate you, and definitely we will be in touch soon, my man.
All right, man. Peace, love, and real estate, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks, guys. Have a great one. We'll talk to you soon.